Close rate is an important number for any sales rep, sales manager, or executive to know. Legitimately improving the closing ratio has a cascading effect back through the sales funnel. I'm Ed Marsh, and I work with industrial and capital equipment sales and marketing teams on improving revenue growth. We're going to start today's video conversation with a quick math problem. If you track just three things: a close rate, conversion rate from discovery meeting to qualified opportunity, and conversion rate from prospecting to discovery meeting, and let's say that you have a 20% effectiveness at each step, then simply improving your close rate by 10%, taking it from 20% to 30%, slashes the prospecting requirement to hit your number by 40%. Conversion optimization is powerful at each stage in the sales process. Now, those key ratios are important milestones in order to measure effectiveness and particularly track improvement. But in order for them to be meaningful, they must measure consistently, and here's where it gets fuzzy. Too often, closing ratios are variable numbers. Why? Because the denominator is inconsistent. Let's unpack what I mean by that. Your closing ratio is the quotient of deals won in the numerator and total deals in the denominator. It's pretty unambiguous whether you won a deal. You got the order and got paid, or you didn't. So that quotient isn't really subject to variability in the numerator. The denominator, though, or the number of deals, is subject to lots of variability. For instance, do we count any deal in the pipeline? Any deal where there's an RFQ? Any deal where the buyer said there's a problem they'd like to solve? Any deal where we find some pain? Those are probably four very different numbers, and your close rate will depend on the one that you pick. But here's where it gets trickier. If that's not clearly defined, enforced, and consistent across everyone on a sales team, then it will fluctuate and vary. If you're a sales manager with responsibility for a number and for helping your team members improve, then it's a critical problem. If you're an executive looking at forecasts and trying to interpolate what's likely, this is similarly critical. And if you're a professional sales rep who's intent on continuously improving in all aspects of your sales performance, including conversion optimization, then you've got to measure yourself consistently and reliably. The solution, I believe, is to use qualified opportunities as the denominator and to have clear definitions for what's considered a qualified opportunity. That means a real deal qualification scorecard of some sort, and that in turn means having clearly defined criteria. Even moving deals backwards in the pipeline if they can't be continuously qualified in, and incorporating both quantitative and qualitative criteria in that deal qualification scorecard. Sales managers must coach reps on this, role play it, and maintain accountability. Pipeline reviews are a critical function of sales management, and helping reps improve conversion optimization in each step of the sales process can dramatically boost team performance. Close rates are just one area worth looking at. Sales managers can also increase average deal size, improve margins, reduce sales cycles, improve the conversion rate of discovery meetings to qualified opportunities, improve conversion rates for prospecting activities, and more.